So this one's actually more from instructor experience, more than anything else like that. But you've heard me interject some items in this particular topic of C strings about validation, and we're going to have a whole nother topic just on validation later on. C strings makes it a little bit more interesting because remember, we have to determine a particular size using C strings, and we can overrun that size if we're not very careful about that. Because it's so easy to overrun the size, getline, which you've seen before, is a good choice when it comes to basically protecting the data. Not cin, because remember, cin doesn't check the spacing or anything else like that. Getline will. For the left-hand side here, there's not an error, but frankly, I'm trying to be dramatic about something, so bear with me on this one. On the left-hand side, we have 3 arrays of F name, last name, and whole name, and I'm about to get the first name. Now, again, pretend for me for a minute here. Now, I left a size of 20, 20, and 50. They're rather good sizes here, but remember that we talked about this before. 20 only really gives us actually 19 characters to really work with because we need to put that darn \0 at the end of it for C strings. So bear with me here. Let's pretend I made an error and I set it to our getline first name, where we put it into first name. We're going to grab the first 5 characters and then up to new line. Now, you're probably looking at me going, wait a minute here, so why did I have 20 and I put 5 here? You're absolutely right. What I wanted to show you really is actually below. So in below, I put in a whole bunch of digits in as our first name, which doesn't make sense, right? But I did it to show you how many characters it's still going to grab. So notice you see 1, 2, 3, and 4 here on the left-hand side. You're like, well, wait a minute, that's not 5. Yes, it is. That's because of the \0. So we have to be very careful on exactly what we're going to grab here. So this will limit how many characters, no matter what you type in there, which is probably about 20 characters, it's only going to grab the first 4 to be able to give you the 5th one. So be very, very careful about that. Yeah, so notice on this side, everything worked out pretty good. But notice, again, it'll actually give us the first 19, and then that \0 is going to have to be charged in there, and, well, it did. So I wanted to make sure that you're good to go when it comes to using getline, because, frankly, that's going to be the safer version when we're using C strings to not overload an array.